I'm Nicole.
And I'm Robin.
Welcome to
Lunch with Love Livermore.
And we are actually having lunch today.
We brought some Strizzis salmon bowls. And the salmon, this is like your favorite, like your go-to lunch order.
This is
Nicole's choice, and it was a good choice.
It is. There's risotto, there's veggies, there's salmon. It's all the nutrients. It's everything you love.
Yeah. Thank you, Strizzis. These are awesome.
Thank you, Michelle.
Michelle's awesome.
You guys know Michelle, right? You know
I don't
Michelle.
know. Yeah, you guys have met her.
I mean,
she does everything.
She runs that place.
She runs that place.
Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit more about our lunch in a minute, but we are so excited that you guys are here. This is our third episode.
Yeah.
We are finally having lunch.
Yeah.
It's been a start to 2020. It's been a start, is what I'm gonna say. And like every new year, you come into it and you're like, yes, this is gonna be the best year ever, right? You think that way?
I know that. I mean, we usually meet in December and we plan out our lives for the next 12 months, and we're pumped and have a million things on our list. And then sometimes life throws you curveballs.
It does, but I think, you know, the one thing about having an epic and amazing and your best year yet is it can't be like a flat line, right?
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot happening.
True.
When life is stagnant and easy and super routine, like you don't experience those highs and lows that make you truly appreciate the highs, like, you know, and where you're headed. So with that, I thought I'd share a few highs and lows with you.
You especially have had had a breakneck speed, some highs and lows in the first 2 months of the year.
Yeah,
so
rough.
share those.
So last night, I'm so proud of my son Evan. He is a sophomore at LHS, and last night he got his letter, his block letter, his varsity letter for basketball. So my son is ginormous.
Yeah.
He's my baby, but he's 6'5" as a sophomore. So he's playing basketball this year and got his letter. He also got the President's Award.
I know.
For having a 4.0, being a scholastic athlete. He also got the Cowboy Award for just being like an overall great teammate.
Putting in good effort,
but
encouraging.
Here's the high of it, the real high. I mean, not just that he put in all this hard work, but what's really special for our family is that my grandfather, Evan's great-grandfather, got his letter at LHS in 1937.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that awesome?
That is.
It was such a high. So that was a high. My low, as you know what my low has been. You've been a rock for me. And you guys out there have, if you've sent me support comments and messages, which you have, I just want to thank you so much. My daughter had some health challenges over the last couple of months, and she had her surgery 2 weeks ago. She had part of her colon removed. Some other things removed in there, a mutant polyp in there the size of a plum.
Poor kid.
And she's been a champ, though.
I was going to say, she's a brave. This really is like interesting, though, for you as a mom to like get a little chunk of her character thrown your way, because she's pretty brave, and she's a, sixth grader?
She's
8.
She's 8.
No, 8. Geez.
She's a middle schooler.
She's an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And I mean, no 8th grader should have to go through something like that. You're taking time off school. You're stopping sports. And you know what? She's just barreling through. So I'm impressed by her.
You probably think she's a 6th grader because she's so tiny.
I think that
she's
is
so
right.
tiny.
She is so tiny.
So that's part of the reason.
Head,
And she hasn't been growing. We've seen some challenges because she's been anemic because of this situation. So we're really excited. We took some photos last night, and my parents said this is the first time they actually like see her looking really healthy.
Yeah.
So
she's back on track.
She is.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it got us thinking about our highs and lows, and we know that you guys go through highs and lows, and we just want you to weather them, and we hope you're ebbing and flowing with those, and trying to make the best of them.
And that's just what makes life interesting.
Yeah.
Too.
Was it you that said that quote? Either you're winning or you're learning?
No.
Oh.
I wish I said it. I should have taken that.
I feel like you said that. I don't know.
Maybe I did. I have no idea what I'm talking about lately because I'm sleep deprived. So I might have given you a pep talk at some point.
I know.
My ebb right now is that my husband's traveling. So you know how that looks.
You know what that means?
With 3 kids and a puppy.
Damn it.
And 2 jobs. And I'm just going to leave it there.
But I have to say, we do best when we have a lot on our plate. And I think most of our viewers, you guys out there, I'm talking about you, you know, I think we all have many hats that we wear.
Yeah.
And there are times where you're very present and you're in that flow and you're able to manage all these different things, and you just, everything's flying by and you're in it and it feels good.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where you're just, your
a break.
energy is sucked out of you and you need a break.
So actually, it's funny that you say that, because the last few mornings of school, we've been kind of early, and like everyone's dressed, teeth have been flossed, we are like head to toe, homework has been done, and they're like, geez, Mom, like we're doing better. Dad's not here, and we're like on it. And until this morning, we all forgot Scarlett's library book, so I had to run and get it for her. And I'll do that for my little kindergartner, but the boys, they're on their own. But anyway, one thing I was going to say is, because of all of your ebbing lately, and some of the challenges that you especially face, we just booked Purple Orchid tomorrow for 2 hours. So unless we have to go show clients stuff, we're going to be at the Purple Orchid.
It's Thursday, and that's a very important day when it comes to new properties. That's when new homes hit the market. So we've been watching everything, and most everything has to be on the market or in the MLS by 2 p.m. on Wednesday. So we'll be at Purple Orchid hopefully with a couple hours of relaxation. Yeah. And then we'll be out there. Yeah. Back in it.
Yes.
Kids, work, all the things. But I'm proud of us for taking the time.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so you guys, just a reminder, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would love it. Right?
We would love it. And that's how we say it when we talk about YouTube.
We would, because well,
we typically post things there first, and obviously, you know, YouTube is essentially a search engine, so we find that we want people to be able to use it,
subscribe,
and find us and all the things that we got going on.
All right.
But speaking of things,
speaking of things, we're gonna have a very clear delineation, because last week when Dillman was here, she said, you know, you guys got to get better with your each segment, which, by the way, this is a show.
Yeah, I keep calling this a segment,
and
because I see Love Livermore as this massive umbrella with all of these different things, and I call all of them segments. Like, we have an inspiration segment, we have a bucket list segment, we have going live segments in my mind.
These are
Love Livermore is a segment. She's like, stop calling it a segment. It's a show.
And those other things, they're series.
A show.
They're different series.
So there's certain
of things,
marketing terminology that needs to be used.
We're trying, you know.
So we're almost there.
Trying. You can be my grammatical queen and educate me on your short and long vowel sounds, and I will tell you about.
Done in front of 10,000
I will give you the marketing terminology.
Please do.
It's Robex, people.
It's Robex.
All right.
Valentine's Day.
So with that, with that, did you have any other highs and lows you wanted to share? Or should we move on to our next segment?
You win that. I'm going to move on. You win highs and lows.
So, on to our next segment in the show.
I thought you said it was a series. Is that something else?
No, those are our videos. We have a bucket list
series
of videos.
So we don't use the word segment except right here. We're moving on to the next segment, guys.
Things we love. Things we love, and we love a lot of things. I love this wine. This is your favorite wine.
I mean, I love red wine. So really, I love some of the Three Steves options. I love the McGrail options.
Getting kind of low.
We love, this. Are you getting low? We love going to Myriad as well. But this one I always come back to. I don't know why.
We love all of our local wines. Yeah. We have many event that we are partaking in.
Mini event. Yeah, we do.
Isn't that like a saying?
Anyways,
whatever.
Let's talk about Valentine's Day. What did you guys do? Sometimes we get a sitter and we'll just like go out, but we always find that's kind of stressful because A, it's hard to get a sitter, and then B, everything's booked up. So this year we went to Rusty's the day after Valentine's, which I loved. It was a nice flow in there, and it wasn't hard to get a spot, and had a delicious meal, but that meant Valentine's Day was open. So for the kids, I usually go to Papa Murphy's and they make heart-shaped pizzas on Valentine's Day.
So what we love is heart-shaped food.
Super cute.
She got the pizza. Cute. I got the heart-shaped cake. I made myself sick off of this cake.
Oh, like the cookie cake.
Yeah, because I asked them to do extra frosting.
So good, though. It's Valentine's Day. What are you going to do?
It's the one time that literally our family just eats cookie cake for like 24 hours straight. That's all. So I don't cook. We just eat cake.
No, and but I mean, to your point, instead of like giving my kids a whole bag, like, you know, I make each kid a little Valentine cute little bag for when they wake up.
Of course you do. Probably highlights the cards too.
I do. I'm like, listen, this is for you. This is... Anyway.
But what else? What else do you love? Tell me what else besides.
Well, my point about the Valentine's bags is I don't do a bunch of candies. Everyone's overwhelmed all day with that. But what I did do this year was bought each kid a book of something that would make them laugh or something they're interested in that I really thought they would read. And so my oldest, he's into. Have you guys heard of Brave Wilderness? Coyote Peterson. He has a YouTube channel that's popular, and he goes around the world.
I love it.
Exotic animals.
I love adventures and information about animals. Anything.
That's his
habitats.
So I got that. But Landon's humor, as most 7-8-year-olds' humor is right now, is all about butts. And there's a butt series called, and this is a children's book, and I'll bring it next time, or I'll throw in a picture at some point.
Well, that's good because we've been talking about poop a lot at my house.
We have been talking about poop a lot in general around your family. But so I bought him the first book, which is I Need a New Butt, and I was dying laughing because it's about this kid who finds out he has a crack in his butt. And he's hysterical about this crack. All of us were dying on Valentine's Day at 6 in the morning. I'm like, what a weird mom buying these like butt books for you guys.
I love that.
But there's a part 2, and anyway, so I got they're just easy, cute little pictures.
That's a great.
I thought it was brilliant
for anyone.
I thought it was brilliant.
Any age.
He was worried. He split it on the banister sliding down, and it was really clever. So I got a hats off to that author for sure. But we were dying. It was right up his butt humor.
Hold on, I need a giant piece of salmon.
And Scarlett got, of course, a Frozen 2 situation that we all really love. We love all those songs and reading about the trials and tribulations of Anna and Elsa. They're deep. A lot of lessons.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to just...
Am I loud? Am I loud?
No, you're not.
Can you hear me?
I can. But I'm going to move on to things that we love.
Thank you, Michelle.
Perfect.
Thank you, Strizzis.
Yep.
I love my Asian salmon bowl.
How'd you like that? Okay, what else?
I love when people put the damn cart back at the grocery store. You know?
And here's the thing with the carts. I'm not a worrywart. This whole coronavirus thing, let's just be aware of wiping down your darn, I'm just going to say it, your damn filthy little cart that you put back.
Well, when Emmy was out of school for 2 weeks.
Down.
Listen, when Emmy last night, we finally sent her back to a modified school day yesterday after 2 weeks of being out for this surgery. Everyone thought she had the coronavirus.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
I don't think there's been one in Alameda County yet.
I think they got coronavirus and colon being removed somehow, confused.
Emmy's making the news because she's got the coronavirus.
Yes.
But
I agree. I think we should wipe down our carts. I mean, I always, when I roll in, that's the first thing I grab the wipe.
And usually most stores are pretty good with having, you know.
I love my Safeway store on First Street. But I also agree, like, it doesn't take that much time to just put the car away.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it feels good.
Here, you know, being polite.
So if we want to slow it down and we want to be present in all of our moments, like, let's stop rushing and feeling rushed, you know, like,
walk the extra 5 feet.
Take those extra 5 steps.
Get your steps in.
Put it in. You know, high five yourself.
If your kid has a cold and they're slobbering, and I have 3 kids. I've been there. I've taken my kids that have little viruses to the store before. I get it. You got to go to the store. Wipe it down when you're done.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, that was just our...
Those are the things we love.
Deep conversation about that.
We love those things.
Do you want me to talk about podcasts? Do you want me to move on?
Actually, you know, I think a podcast. Share one of your
share.
Can you share one of your 52 podcasts that you're listening to?
I'm not late to the game, but I guess I am in terms of podcasts. So obviously, books on tape or like Audible or whatever, I'll listen to.
Yes.
The meditation sometimes I'll try to partake.
And I love the reason why I love podcasts and Audible books and my meditations is we're in the car a lot, we're showing property, we're carting our kids around, we're doing a lot of things in our cars these days, and rather than maybe being on our phones, we are listening to a book on tape that calms us down.
And you're learning something new.
And focus on the road.
Totally. So that's exactly right. When we're driving around, I'll listen to music or whatever, but I've been finding that podcasts are I mean, you're just like,
you're
learning more than you would be just listening to music. So I've been playing around. I first listened to Theranos, if you remember the Theranos scandal, like from like what 2000.
That's about your genes, right? The genes.
2017. Yeah, Elizabeth Holmes was a Stanford dropout, and she had this big claim that she could take a drop of your blood and test for over like 300 different diseases, like within a few minutes, and right there on site. And anyway, it's all about how that was a scandal. That was not true.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about that to me is that she sold this to Walgreens, and so they actually market a deal with no proof that this is a thing. So it's just actually was interesting because it made me think about the power of storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, the trial's happening with her.
Donald Miller.
Well, that and Elizabeth Holmes, who was told that pretty great story to freaking Walgreens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's like going through the trial right now. She lives in San Francisco, but that was fascinating. And then I got moved on, and this is dark and twisted to the Black Dahlia murder and how that's one of the greatest unsolved murders in history. But it's essentially solved once you hear this whole breakdown by the murderer's son, who spent his whole life. Anyways,
didn't Mark find you like in a corner of your room, like shivering when you were listening
I know,
to this?
that was a little freaky. There's like some freaky music. And then, so I just finished that. That was crazy. And now I'm on, the Oprah Soul conversations I've listened to before.
I love me some O.
Yeah, so I've kind of been getting back into her, and right now she's interviewing Eckhart Tolle, and actually the whole conversation is about staying present. So you look at that. Just in a week, I've learned about crazy murder. Yeah, I think I'm like some crime like expert now, and I know all about.
You already have enough jobs.
How to write a letter to Elizabeth
Holmes. You have enough jobs.
Ruin some lives.
Yes.
Podcast.
It's
on your phone, guys.
It's on your phone.
Just do a search.
And with that, we are moving on from things we love to events. We love events. We love getting to go out and exploring our community. Livermore events. We always have a ton of things going on downtown, at the wineries, all around town. Robin, we have a lot going on. You guys, hold on. Get your either your phones out, get your little pocketbook out, your calendar, because we got a lot for you.
Your pocketbook? What are you, Grandma?
I like paper.
I do too. I have my giant, So I just made a little running list of a couple things to look out for. So number one for us that we're preparing for is on the 28th, we are having our anniversary party at Altamont Beer Works. So I'm sure you've been getting hit in the face with this, but we're excited because we have so many collaborations going on with Meredith McHenry, who's going to be singing, Alvin Louis is going to be performing. Altamont's been awesome and giving us this huge space.
Thank you, Altamont.
Yeah, the Charming Fig will be there with partnering with Sauce and bringing some food. Please come, say hi.
All you have to do is come and bring in the love. Just come hang out with us. By the way, our swag, we just ordered new swag.
Yeah.
So we've got great new hoodies that we're gonna have with with a new logo that's real. We're not even gonna say it. You're gonna have to come to the party because
they're cute.
We've got some cute hoodies. We've got stickers. We've got car magnets. Fridge all sorts of great stuff.
So a couple people have reached out to me and asked if it was family friendly. So yes, I mean you can bring your kid in and get some snacks.
Our kids will be there.
Out. It's actually my 5-year-old's birthday, so I didn't want to get her a sitter because that might be bad mom.
But my daughter will be there with her friend, and they can act as your sitter.
Oh, sorry. So they can watch her. But my kids will be there. We have some tables set up if you have to bring your kids or want to bring your kids, and putz around and mingle and let them sit at the tables and play. That's fine. We welcome you and your children.
Oh, and the mayor will be there.
The mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Marchand.
I know.
We got your RSVP.
Excited to see him. I know.
We love you.
They have marathons on the 15th, as you know, and you'll be able to pick up your packet if you're racing at Darcy Kent, so that's new.
Yeah, there's 2 days.
Okay.
So you got Friday the 13th, you can pick it up at Altamont Beer Works, and then Saturday on the 14th, we'll be there at Darcy Kent, and you can do your packet pickup there.
Yeah, come get a glass of wine and prepare.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Yeah, there's a couple things. I mean, there's a Las Positas Vineyards winemaker and chef pairing dinner with Terra Mia, which everyone always loves. That's popular. That's on the 27th.
I'm sorry, fur scales?
Yeah,
fur scales and tails. With fur? Are you gonna dress like an eagle?
Because if it wasn't
you're gonna dress like an eagle.
I'm gonna get out my eagle suit.
If you saw episode number 1, you'd understand that.
If it wasn't the 28th, and my kids weren't with us at our party, I would take my kid there because I think he would love that. But if you're not into the party and want something to do, that's kind of cool. LARPD's throwing that. And then we talked about the packet pickup, and then I thought this was interesting. You guys know Sunken Gardens skate park over there? I don't know if I've never been there until my kids took a skateboarding camp.
But I ride a longboard, so yeah, it's a little different flow.
Please get a video of you riding a longboard.
Do you guys want to see a video of you riding? I used to ride it to all my classes.
Oh, that's
in
awesome.
college.
They're long.
Yeah, they are long.
Oh.
Yeah, they got big wheels too.
They're long and have big wheels.
Okay, then we're going to stop there.
All right. So anyway, you can go to lovelivermore.com/events for more information on any of these. And you can also add your own events.
Yeah, add your events. Come on.
Feel free to use that calendar as a resource.
All right. Okay. What's trending? Do you think that in the future, these segments, we should dance in between?
Yeah, we should. Something should happen because I'm frantically getting to the next one and you're doing jazz hands and I don't know what to do.
I'm Italian and I always move my hands, but we are excited to talk a little bit about what's trending, right?
Yeah. So you guys tell me, / Nicole tell me, what is the broomstick challenge? What was that? I'm late to the game. I caught it the other day. I missed the whole challenge.
The entire thing.
So what is the
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Somebody posted their broomstick standing on its own, standing upright. We don't have a broom in here, but you get the picture. So it was standing on its own, and they said this particular day has the gravitational pull, whatever. You scientists out there can explain it better than I. But basically, it's a magic day, and try for yourself. Get your broomstick to stand up on its own. So everyone was posting this. Well, here's the thing. You can do it on any damn day you want. It's physics, people. It's the way the base of it is longer. You can stand that thing up. So it was totally debunked. So,
got it.
So you really didn't miss anything.
I didn't miss much then. Okay.
No.
I was worried.
But you know what? If you guys have any comments about the broomstick challenge, if you did it yourself, we'd love to see a photo of your broomstick challenge in the comments. We love you scientists out there that are working at the lab. Tell us more. Give us the physics lesson. We want to hear from you.
We want to know about your broomstick.
Yeah.
And then this was just interesting. I don't know that I would say it's trending, but it's something that I myself have been happening upon, and just in real estate. Wallpaper from the 90s is back, you guys. I mean, it is in all the model homes we were walking through. Our designer friend and staging friend is putting wallpaper in her own home in one of her bathrooms. Yeah. We showed some models the other day. I was taking pictures of the wallpaper. I remember as a kid, every room in our house was wallpapered, and it's back.
I still, the floral wallpaper in my room is burned into my eye, my retina.
Mine was white and blue. What about the border? Your mom would get real crafty and do the little border along the top.
My mom.
Maybe even stencil if they're real crazy and headed to Joann's. We got that stencil.
I didn't get the stencil.
My mom did both. We had border stencils and wallpaper.
I just love when you walk into my room. I had all this beautiful floral wallpaper, and then you close my door, and it was all grunge rockers, Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses and all the things. Yeah. Anyways,
so
wallpaper is coming back in. Yeah. Now our stager, she's obsessed with it. Did she have a tip?
Her tip was, if you're gonna play with it or use it, maybe try it in a small space first, or even on an accent wall. So, I know she's doing her powder bathroom. She has a small little bathroom right when you head into her house. So it's cute, just one wall of an interesting print. In the models we were walking through, the kids' bedrooms had them just right behind the headboard.
Yeah,
and
that was
one was a rocket ship theme, and just really cute, fun prints. And I'm gonna try it.
I don't know. I'm not an accent person. I'm go big or go home.
Yeah.
You're gonna come into my house and the entire thing's gonna be wallpaper.
Literally gonna be 1993.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would say those were my. Oh, and lastly, we get questions about pee and voting on pee.
So clearly,
all the time.
First of all, she means the yes on pee, no on pee.
I mean the measure pee,
not pee,
not pee.
I mean, we've talked about butts a lot already, so people could be confused. Yes. But trending locally, clearly, as you drive down our roads, you're going to see yes on pee, no on pee.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. People talking about it online. Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
we talked about it.
We have, but not here. Mm-hmm. We're actually going to be talking about where we stand personally outside of Love Livermore on P with the guys from the TTG Through the Grapevine podcast. Mm-hmm. So you can find them on anywhere you listen to anything.
Any podcast.
Go into, So TTG. And we have a good conversation that's actually going to be released on February 24th.
Yes, so I think next Monday, so tune into that. Those guys are smart.
They're smart and they're fun to chat with because they're so forward thinking and it's kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And where they kind of envision the city going and getting our opinions on that.
In preparation, I went back and was listening to previous podcasts, mm-hmm. and they, of course, had Paul from Story on mm-hmm. there. They had Brandon Cardwell, who's the chief strategist of mm-hmm. entrepreneurship here mm-hmm. in the city. And if you want to stretch your brain and learn, just like Robin was saying with a podcast, but stretch your brain and immerse yourself in our local forward thinking and the people that are really trying to help us all be better, to make us all to have us all benefit.
Yeah, I mean, just to evoke change in a really thoughtful way is refreshing. So it was fun chatting with them, but also listening back to some of the other leaders in our community on that podcast. So anyway, check out TTG. Sure, check us out, but also check out some of their previous shows. Because
drive around town listening to TTG.
I know.
I love that. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, it's time for us to tune in to what we know best, and that's our real estate market mm-hmm. here locally. So we wanted to share a few things with you, what's going on here in our market. As we've been mentioning, inventory has been low, mm-hmm. And that's no surprise right after the holidays, but it has been inching up. Mm-hmm. And it's every week we see about another 10 to 12 homes more than what we saw last week. Right. So we had 44 homes on the market. Then a couple weeks ago we had 52. This week we have about 65. Mm-hmm. The homes that are pending, we moved up from 2 weeks ago. We only had about 66 homes pending. Mm-hmm. Now we have 97 homes that are pending.
That's a big jump.
So buyers are starting to pull that trigger and get excited about where they're headed for 2020. When it comes to our median home price, we've also seen a jump there. So mm-hmm. we went from usually we hang right at that 800,000 mark or just below or just above slightly. Right now we're at 820 for our median home price.
So that's kind of...
So again, a good opportunity for you if you're thinking of selling out there. This would be a good time for you to talk with a local realtor. I mean, you could talk to Robin and I, but just talk to somebody local. And because pricing is definitely very key at this time.
Yeah, and that's good information if you're preparing to sell. And for buyers, we're working with a couple sets right now. And so I was just chatting with one of our local lenders about some tips that she had, mm-hmm. and I'll just read them off to you because they're pretty verbose.
They're meaty.
They're meaty,
but they're good.
So right now, for example, a single family home priced at $800,000 mm-hmm. with 20% down and a credit score around 780 or above would be eligible for a typical 30-year loan, ranging from the mid 3s to high 3%.
I'm sorry, mid 3%.
That almost beats what
to a high 2% for a 7-1 arm.
For a high 2% for a 7-1 arm. So that's, I mean, you don't get much better than that.
No.
I mean, really. So, and that makes such a huge difference in what you're paying per month, your interest rate. So in March of 2019, a 30-year fixed jumbo rate with an 800 credit score was around 4.1%.
So we're talking 1 year ago, you guys.
A year ago.
Yeah.
So on a $640,000 loan amount, that's a difference of about $277 a month that you'd be saving, or what someone would have been spending a year ago. Yeah. So that's crazy. Like, we're just still going. There's a lot of positive movement if you are a buyer. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, loan limits have increased. So that gives you more purchasing power. Mm-hmm. The loan limit is now $510,400 for traditional non-conforming and $765K for high balance conforming. So those have gone up. So buyers are feeling really prepared and like, okay, maybe we're going to jump off the fence and go do this. So it's kind of, that's nice to see because we know this market. It's the Bay Area. It's hard to live here, so it's nice to see buyers feeling a little like, okay, we can do it.
And again, you know, what's not to love about Livermore?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What's not to love? And what's not to love?
Maybe that should be our new slogan. What's not to love? Would that confuse you guys?
You know, what's funny is that reminds me, when I was in college, there was this hippie guy that sold flowers out. I went to Sonoma State, so there you go. I did drink a lot of wine. But there was this hippie guy that sold flowers outside of his van, and he had a little sign that said, "Flowers, not to reason why."
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Kind of like Livermore, you know?
What's not to love?
What's not to love? And I will tell you what I'm loving right now.
Yeah, I know. Let's get back to our Santa goals. All right, you guys. Well, we'll see you. Anything else? Sorry.
Oh, you know what I was going to ask you?
Remind you.
I was going to ask you, where do you think we should have lunch? We want you to write in the comments. Where do you think we should be having lunch? And what lunch should we be sharing with you? If you have a favorite lunch in Livermore, we want you to write it in the comments. Tell us where to go. And yeah. Oh, hey, hand me those.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
This was nice.
Thank you, Strizzis, for our lunch today. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for really being the heart of Strizzis and working so hard and always making us feel so welcome and like family every time we come in there.
Yeah, for sure.
I literally have, from the time my son was born 16 years ago to now, Reggie going and picking up food to go.
Your salmon bowls for 16
salmon
years.
Hey, if you find something good. So, hey, if you are in the neighborhood and you would like a free dessert from Strizzis, you can stop by our office.
Yeah,
come
get that.
We're on 2nd Street, by the way. 222 2nd Street, suite number 10.
Upstairs, yeah.
These will be in here. We're upstairs. And just a reminder to connect with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, as well as if you're not in our Facebook group, you can be there too. Wherever you like to communicate, we're there.
Did we just talk for 32 minutes in your next season? God.
I think we're interesting.
Really? All 5 of you.
If you pour me some more
hope you
wine,
enjoyed it.
I really think we should dance.
All right, you guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
I also think we should dance our way out.
Let's go see if our neighbors take a go-go. Want to come have a glass of wine.
Don't you think we should dance in between each segment and maybe dance our way out of here?
We could. We can also dance with Dillman in the background. That'd be funny too.
What songs do you like, guys?
Start a playlist for us.
Put that in the
comments. If you've listened for 32 minutes, we will choose your song.
Yes.
For the punishment. We just put you through on Wednesday.
You were here for every minute. Down to the end. Down to the last sip.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Yeah. See you on the 28th.
That's right. I'm Nicole.
I'm Robin.
And as always, love where you live. Even more.
Why did we change that?
Or what was it? Livermore? Love Livermore? Not to reason
Don't give us any reason not to love Livermore.